Welcome to our studio here in Charlotte, North Carolina, where we at Colson Keene have the privilege of being able to wrap the things that matter most to you in leather. And so I want to introduce to you our 613 Duffle. We have this in 3 sizes, the small, the medium, and we actually have a large one that I can't even fit on the table here. So for those of you that are a little bit more intense in terms of the stuff that you need to carry, we highly recommend the large Duffle. It's 12 inches tall, 12 inches wide by 24 inches, so it's a foot tall, a foot wide by 2 feet, and so it's very, very large. I just had a customer in here just the other day who travels the world with this bag. He checks it on and it serves very nicely for the needs that he has. These 2 other duffels, these are kind of our standard duffels, the ones that we typically move the most. These duffels work very nicely in terms of getting onto a plane. You don't have to. You can check it on if you need to, but also this can go in the overhead on a plane. Both sizes work quite nicely. I just came back from a trip where I was gone for a week in California, and I used the medium duffel for my own travels. And the concept is, I made it big enough so that you could put 2 piles of clothing, maybe a set of running shoes in your toiletry case on top, crank it down, and it serves really nicely. And so let me explain the concept of these duffels. A lot like our 4313 models, a lot like a lot of the bags that we make, 4316, our backpack, the same kind of principle. It's all over engineered, it's all too rugged, it's all too beefy. This duffel is 1 piece of leather, except for the side panels that are intensely stitched in. And then what we do is we take these 2 straps and we weave them through the entirety of the duffel, and then introduce a handle here that is connected to that strap. And the reason why we do that is invariably a handle tends to be the first thing that rips off of a bag, rips off of a duffel bag. And so what we've been able to do is we're able to distribute the weight of this handle through to the base of the bag. And so that's the concept behind it. And so we've also got it so that you can really crank down the sides nicely. If you do decide to check this in, it'll keep everything held down really nicely and tight. And so the idea here is this. You undo these sides. And you open this up. And it's just a girth of space. Just a large space to hold. Like I said earlier, I end up putting 2 piles of clothes in there, my cables, alarm clock if I travel, the whole deal. And when I get to an airport or a hotel, I'm able to open it up and get to everything very easily. There's nothing to get lost in there. And then the beauty of it is, invariably when I leave wherever I am, I might have got bought some things or bringing some things home to my sons or my wife or whatever, and this thing might be actually a little bit more full than normal, and so it's kind of busting at the seams. And so with these straps, I'm able to crank it down and force everything into it, and it just sort of all comes together and holds very nicely, so that no matter what the conditions I'm up against, it holds what I need to. The smaller duffel serves really nicely in a couple different fronts. For some of you, our clients, what we've found is you decide you want to be able to have something that maybe matches your current satchel. You find yourself in business, maybe going up to New York for a day or 2, or going to London for a couple of days, and all you need is something small enough just to hold a day or 2's worth of clothing. And so invariably you show up to where work is or where the meetings are going to be. You might put this bag down in the corner of the boardroom, and then you pull out your other bag that carries your computers and your technology and sort of your business stuff, and you begin the meeting. And then as you leave, you grab your small bag and you go on. And so it's a really quick, accessible way to sort of combine all the things that are Colson Keene leather in terms of your travels, and makes the short trips very, very helpful. A lot of our clients also might use this for like a gym bag. So again, it's just this quick, small, yet girthy enough space to carry some of the things that matter the most to you. And let me show you why. I got just a second here to show you what this looks like inside. Again, conceptually the same idea. Just a good open space to put your running shoes in there, a night or 2's worth of clothing. For some of you who are maybe into your band or your music, and you want like a tech case or a place to hold all your cables and your cords, this might serve you well as well. We've also had clients who bought this and use it as a tool box. And so they're able to put their tools in this thing and maybe put that in the back of their Porsche or their cool off-road vehicle. And it's just a way for them to even express something like their utility experiences in a profound way. And so if you're looking for a way to carry your items, we invite you to check out our duffels.